Let's hear it for Ben Doyle!
Well. New York City. Chandler, am I to understand that you people come out here every day talking about your big city problems, talking about speaker telephones and the like, just for a chance to be on TV? Well, sir, I have not even heard of TV. I'm just a humble cowboy from a long time ago. In New York City, I am not just here to be on TV. No, as previously discussed, I do not know what that is. And these contraptions here, well, they frighten me. No, New York City, I am here to abolish society's most pernicious and pressing concern. And that concern, of course, is varmints. New York City. I know there may be some of you in the audience who have never wrestled with a varmint in your life. Some of you may not even know what a varmint is. Well, I'll keep it real simple for you. Varmints is just critters. Okay? Basically. You know, mouse, that's a varmint. Opossum, well, that's a varmint. Bear, you best believe that's a varmint. Sasquatches, not a lot of people know this, but technically, that's a varmint. I don't know what that is, but it's a varmint. Now, of course, not every critter is a varmint. That would be ridiculous. There's all manner of nice critters that is not varmints. I went ahead and made this in Canva. As you can see, there is a greater circle of critters that the varmints is contained within. And here you've got varmints such as mouse. But out here you have nice critters that we like, such as horse. Oh, we like horse. Baby. That's a good kind of critter. We like those. Woman. Woman is just a normal kind of critter. Why, then, must we abolish varmints? Well, I have a few reasons. Reason number one, I have rabies. This is actually on account of all the varmints. They have been biting me. I have not had a glass of water in over 2 weeks, and I am so thirsty. But also, I am scared. And these two things, they are in conflict, you see. I am going to die. Reason number two, they ate my wife. They ate her right up. Reason number three, our mayor is a raccoon, and I think that he is racist against Irish people. Boo! A pernicious illness on our society. Racism against Irish people. Every town hall, I come in with so many great ideas. But he never calls on me. No, he never calls on me, little Ben Doyle. I wonder why. Most of the time, he does not even show up to the town hall. One time, we lost him for 3 weeks. Also, one time he bit me and gave me rabies. Reason number 4, they don't even taste that good. I eat snakes every day. You pick them up off the ground, raw off the ground, slurp them up, eat them raw. I'm so sick of eating those damn snakes. I wish I could have a hamburger instead. Reason number 5, I have a tapeworm. So this is actually related to my last point about the snakes, eating the snakes. You eat them raw off the ground, you don't know what's in there. Sometimes tapeworm. So what do we do? What do we do about these varmints? Well, I propose that we shoot them with a gun. Yes. Including the mayor. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Ben Doyle, everybody!
If I could just situate myself a little bit, in your time, who is the current president?
Well, that would be President Buchanan. Of course.
Okay.
You think I didn't prepare for that? Oh, I did. Next question.
Okay, hypothetically, because I know you don't have to be in here from a different time, if you were going to train 4 amazing turtles to fight crime, what kind of person or animal would you want to be coaching them to become the greatest superheroes in town? Because I personally know that I want that little rat. That little rat is teaching them valuable lessons about what it means to be a man in society. And so what would you say about that?
Well, I do not know what you're talking about, but I myself have learned many lessons from horses and women and the like. And that is good enough for me.
Thank you.
And can we just get on the record, you said women are critters?
Yes, sir. Fine critters. Fine critters.
And you eat snakes, and your mayor is a raccoon, and your wife is gone, and you have a tapeworm and rabies.
I would rather you not repeat all of these to me. I know what my life is like. But yes.
To me, you're a varmint. You're a weirdo. You're a freak.
You are a sick man, Andy Vega.
You live in a weird town with weird creatures, and you eat stuff all odd, and I want you dead. This is New York City. No, I'm sorry. Throw them to the rats. The rats will eat them alive.
I just want to say my culture is not your costume. Okay? So, thanks.
You know, you wouldn't know about this, but there's a beautiful folk tale in our culture where someone wore a very similar hat like you, and underneath that hat was a varmint controlling him to create the best tasting food in all of France.
Yeah.
Andy Vega, did that happen in real life?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you only know about movies? Because you claim to not know what television was.
No, I believe you're
You
telling
are
me a
weird
tale
creature.
about real life to teach me a lesson, and if indeed that is true, I must rethink my position.
I believe all animated films are 100% true. So yes, it is true.
You said that the mayor is racist against Irish people, maybe because you're the only Irish person he knows and he doesn't really like you. And what if he's the only varmint you know personally, because it does sound like you're kind of like only know him as one that you mentioned by name. And so maybe you're taking out like a whole thing on a whole group of people just because of one bad guy. And maybe we should get to know the rest.
Yeah.
It's a good theory, but as mentioned, I have met many snakes. I have slurped them up, and I did not like any of them.
Well, why are you eating snakes? Did you say that?
It's not like New York City. We don't have kava, okay? You got snakes
You know
on
about
the ground.
kava.
Well, I saw one out there looked mighty fine.
I wanted to ask, do you think critters are born varmints? Or do you think they have
No,
being a varmint
critters-
thrust upon them?
You didn't seem to pay attention to my presentation very much at all.
I'm sorry, I'm just a critter.
There are some varmints that are born varmints. There are some critters that are born critters.
And you don't think there's any path to rehabilitation for the varmints to become critters one day?
Well, we could shoot them with a gun.
And that's time! All right!
Hey, thank you so much for watching this set from our show, Abolish Everything. I'm Chandler. I created and host the show, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work with Sam, Adam, and Ben to turn it into a full-fledged series for Nebula.
Here's the situation. We take over this little theater in New York City every month. We turn a comedy show that happens live into a damn TV show that you can watch on your freaking TV or also your computer.
We've taken some of the best comedians in New York and some of your favorite Nebula creators, and we've brought them together to make a really fun, high-energy, high-stakes comedy show that is the perfect mix between smart and very, very stupid.
I'm not the biggest, I'm not the biggest comedy fan in the world. I'm gonna admit it. I don't seek it out. I don't watch stand-up and all that, but I watch this show. Not only because Chandler makes me, but also because it's more visual. I don't know, I sometimes feel like stand-up is just like a really long podcast, but this, we got the PowerPoints. They're very funny. They make persuasive arguments. I'm a fan.
Well, and I'm a big fan of Wendover and all the other stuff that they do. And here's the deal. You can get it all if you subscribe to Nebula. Go to go.nebula.tv/abolish for 40% off an annual subscription. You can see every single episode of Abolish Everything and all kinds of other projects from Wendover. Check it out and abolish not watching this show as soon as possible.